It is an absolutely beautiful day here on Key West. We are going to make our way over to Fort Taylor and see what that's all about and see if we can find ourselves a beach. We will take you guys with us and see what kind of trouble we can get into. This is part of the fort. It's on the way to it. Welcome to Truman Annex. Up here is a Truman White House for down here.
Go past the stop sign, then at the roundabout, take the second exit onto 4th Street.
It is the 20th, and we are coming into Fort Zachary State Park. There is supposed to be a fort here to explore as well as a beach. So we're going to go get parked, and then we're going to go explore it all. Okay, let's talk about Fort Taylor real quick. It was constructed in 1845 as part of the third tier system of defense, which called for the establishment of masonry fortresses constructed along America's coastline to prevent sea attacks upon the United States. This one was important because it protected the Straits of Florida and the Gulf of Mexico. When it was completed, it was 3 stories tall. It held 140 cannons and 450 soldiers. It was active during the Civil War, the Spanish-American War, World War I, and World War II, and it ended its use in 1947. What we're going to see today is what it started looking like in 1898, where they removed the top 2 tiers. They filled casemates with sand and obsolete ordnance, and the construction of modern rifled artillery emplacement battery Adair and battery Osceola. Whew, that's a sentence. Anyhow, so it's changed since its original thing. We're going to go take a look at it. All right, one of 3 Civil War era forts built in Key West. At the onset of the Civil War, the Union seized control of the fort, preventing it from falling into Confederate hands. It played an important role curtailing the threat of Confederate blockade runners. This over here is Mr. Zachary Taylor. Interesting details. In 1837, he was promoted to Brigadier General and earned the nickname Old Rough and Ready. He was the 2nd president to die in office. Within months of his death, the fort, though still under construction, was named after him. And he was the 12th president of the United States from 1849 to 1850. This is the blacksmith shop. Dun, 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 dun. I'm guessing if you were naughty, you got stuck in here. Seeing as how there's these big old bars on the front of it, but who knows? We could probably take a tour. I don't know that we will. Oh, there's a cruise ship. Gonna be a busy day in Key West. So in 1898, when they tore down the second floor of this thing, they buried a lot of the equipment. And fortunately, they did that because it preserved it. So this is all Civil War era equipment. We've decided all these little rooms down here held ammunition. This part of the fort was really cool. First of all, temperature-wise, it was much cooler because it was down here in these tunnels. But we had so much fun figuring out how the weapons would have sat and worked and looking out the little looky holes. And this was just a really neat part of this little fort that we toured. Oh, there's the moat. They do. Hurricanes make a huge difference. This is a neat spot down in these caves. They're not caves, but they feel cavish. Oh, that's a good shot of the moat.
But you could pick people off, that's for sure.
I want you guys to listen to me talk. Can you hear the echo? Now take a minute and imagine these massive cannons shooting off in here, firing out these holes, what that would sound like. I think we literally just watched that bird take a crap. Well, you better have some pretty good aim.
I don't think that's where it's set. I think it's set right there because this is where the back of, so you could spin it and aim it. That's what this arch is.
Oh, she's right. Look at the ground. She's right. Look at the ground right there. See that archway right there? I say you'd have to have some pretty darn good. All right, you can see the wheels, so we were right. That's what the, where's my finger? That's what this curved area is from the wheels.
There's a plate that sticks in that hole.
Okay, so that's,
And it has to be like that so when you rotate the gun.
okay, and I bet that hole, something went down in and locked it in its place.
Probably.
So that hole right there was probably the pin
Mm-hmm.
that goes in and locks that into place in there. And that's what that's for. And then they could move it, maneuver it, so that it would shoot out there. I would have still thought you'd want that sucker to be extended further to that hole. But you can see, look right there. That could be from a boo-boo.
That divot.
Right there.
Yeah. Does look like a boo-boo.
Okay, so question. See those things out there?
Not
What is
sure.
that?
Not sure on those. I think we figured everything out.
So right there's how you raise and lower the cannon, and the bar would have sat on those hooks.
They'd have done it in tandem. There's one set on this
There's one on that side too. Oh, and I bet there was a thing here that would click in through there and keep it at the height that they wanted it. That's amazing. And again, I just want to say, can you imagine what it sounded like in here? Just keep in mind, all of those were full of cannons. And all of those were full of cannons. I presume that there was extra munitions and whatnot stored here. Oh no, this is how they got it up and down. Would have been through here. Interesting. Very cool.
So they have to roll the cannon back to reload it.
So just a reminder, there were 140 of these cannons on 3 tiers of this building ready to fire. That's a lot of work and a lot of noise. And Dana was saying they had to pull the cannons back to be able to reload them. So if you look at the wheels, there's holes in the wheels where they could have used that cheater bar. You run up the outside of that staircase unless you're in a real big hurry. Then you run down the inside. Can you imagine standing up here and feeling those ones underneath you exploding? There's a good shot of the moat. Now remember, this thing had 2 more floors, I think, or at least 1 more floor on top of it. It had 2 more floors. It was 3 levels. Yeah.
It's going to be a level above us.
Yeah. Some guy over there cussing.
What did they say?
Well, I'm not going to say because I'm recording at the moment, but here in a second I'll tell you.
I heard the noise. I didn't understand what they said.
Well, good. Maybe they won't either. This was the barracks. Wonder what's hazardous. Must not be reinforced back there or something. Church. This is the church where they would have come and done their services. Prayed that they won the battle.
400 and some odd soldiers.
Yeah, most of them stood outside. The officers sat. Fireplaces on the sides. Yeah? I don't know. Maybe not.
I'm not sure what those are.
Where's the rum?
That's not rum. That's gunpowder.
Well, it should be rum.
I don't know. We might not have succeeded in our defense if it was rum.
We wouldn't have cared. So this was originally the only entrance to the fort. It was accessed by crossing an 1,100-foot wooden causeway from the island. All personal goods entered and exited the fort through the Sally Port. A moat and drawbridge protected the fort from unauthorized access. We found a beach. Fort Zachary Taylor has one of the few beaches on Key West, and it just so happened to have some amazing snorkeling right there by that rock. I personally saw a huge stingray there. Sunsets in Key West are a magical experience. Everybody comes out, grabs a seat, and watches it. It doesn't matter if you're in Mallory Square or here at Fort Taylor, everybody is watching the sunset. You can almost hear the hiss of the sun as it hits the water. And boy, does it make for a beautiful ending to another magical day. So it's been another beautiful day here at Key West. We just got through watching the sunset.
I can't see.
Nope, we burned our retinas. They say not to look at the sun, and then we watch the sunset. Anyhow, it's almost gone, and I think we're gonna go ahead and drive back up to Homestead. We need to get ready for our cruise, and I need a shower. I got in the water today. I'm salty. They're playing the end of day side. Yeah. So anyways, we're gonna head back that way. This is a very long drive. Let's hope we make it the whole way without Dana losing her marbles, because this is gonna be a long, slow drive. Oh yeah, you should go ahead of them. Anyways, we gotta go. We'll see you guys later.
In 3.5 miles, turn left onto Overseas Highway. The roosters.
Did you hear the roosters crowing?
It's bedtime.
There's lots of people walking in front of you here. It's just one of those things that they do.
They have a green light. Y'all are supposed to wait.
Rent scooters, bicycles, golf carts. Everywhere you go, there's people walking and riding and biking. So you have to be really careful and really aware. The Conch House. Not sure what it is though.
We saw the semi truck earlier in the park.
Yeah,
The semi truck right here.
they were at the beach. And whatever you do, do not illegally park. We saw them towing people last night. They are not playing.
No, there are parking cops everywhere too. They give you tickets.
So it's just been a really great day, guys. We got to sit on the beach. We got to watch the sunset. I cooked some yummy dinner. Yeah. Oh,
Big old kite show.
I got to see a giant stingray. I went snorkeling. It's colder than crap. It said it was 74 degrees, but I'm just going to tell you it felt way colder. And I went out and I snorkeled, and I got to see a huge stingray. And then the couple guys kind of got encroaching on it, and it freaked out and it swam away right towards me. And then I freaked out and swam away.
We don't want to experience that again.
No, we didn't need any of those situations. So, but it was really cool. There was lots of little fishies, a couple bigger fishies. I kept an eye out because, you know, there's some great whites off the shore of Florida somewhere, and I didn't want them to find me. So I tried to make sure that I was around other people so that all I had to do was swim faster. And so, yeah, it was a good
I
day.
stayed on the beach.
Much safer that way. But the water was beautiful.
It was very pretty.
Yeah, the water was incredible. It made you want to go get in it.
Yeah, it did.
And so I would definitely say coming down here in the summertime when the water's a little bit warmer would be really, really nice. And again, the atmosphere here is really, it's got a really energetic vibe. There's a lot of bars and restaurants and nightlife, and it's a fun little place. But it's also an expensive little place. And we are on a cruise ship in 2 days, and we have got some serious getting ready to do. So we are going to head north to Homestead and go do laundry and go do showers and pack and make lists and get our crap together so that I don't feel near as stressed. We also have to go scope out the Park and Fly and see how we feel about leaving Taj there while we are gone. Ideally, she would not be in covered parking because I really need my solar panels to keep my refrigerator running while I'm gone. And then the other thing is I really want her in a secured area.
What was it the guy said that Key West was? What was it? A tourist town with a drinking problem or something like that?
No, a drinking town with a
the
tourist
tourist
problem.
problem, that's it.
And that is truth. That is truth. There is literally, there was over 300 restaurants on this little key. And so, yeah, there's a lot to do here. If you wanted to spend some money and spend some time and do some walking or rent a bike or a golf cart, I think you could really enjoy this place. And then they have some crazy wild festivals too. I know they have one around Halloween that's supposed to be a shindig of all shindigs. And so,
Like Fantasy Week or something like that.
something to that effect. I don't know if you guys can hear her. I keep trying to tell her to talk louder. So if you can't hear her, she said she thinks it's Fantasy Week. And I think it is called something like that. So anyways, we are going to make our way up, go get a shower, and find a parking lot. And we'll see you guys probably in the next couple days.
It's going to be real boring next few days.
Yeah. So anyways, y'all take care. Bye.